All right, good morning, everybody. So it's what, day 4, and everybody's doing good. So today, same as always, we're starting off with rotations. So a couple people were saying that they thought it'd be easier to follow along if I was to do a whole workout and just record the whole thing, so like you could watch it in real time. I can't really do that today, but I will do that in the future. If anybody has any other suggestions similar to that, please let me know. And I want to know anything and everything to make this easier, for someone to enjoy. But didn't hear. I heard a couple people went for walks yesterday. Anybody do anything out of the ordinary? I'd like to hear that. Like maybe something new. That's what I like to use them active recovery days for, something new, like a different hobby. Like maybe something you never got into. That's how I got into paddle boarding. It's fun and it's it's a good form of exercise. So you get in shape without even realizing it, really. But, so yeah, today's workout, for being honest, probably won't be very popular with everybody, but I like it. It's effective. It's one of my favorites. So the warm-up today is Hindu push-ups, right? And you can do these for exercise, but what we're doing for now is we're focusing more on the stretch than anything. So a lot of people might have heard of dive bomber push-ups. These are similar, but so you're going to get on the ground, your hands, if you can see this, about shoulder width apart. Your feet are going to be a little wider than normal. Your legs are going to be straight. And you're going to put your butt up in the air. So the first thing you do is when you put your butt in the air with your legs straight, you'll feel the stretch right here in your hamstrings and in your calves, and then you'll feel it up here in your shoulders. So the whole point in this warm-up is to, for the stretch sake. So you're gonna, right there, and then you're gonna do a push-up, come through, and go right here. And you're gonna look up, and you're gonna stretch your spine. Make sure that you're actually stretching your spine. What'll happen is a lot of times you'll catch yourself flexing your butt, and when you're doing that, you're not really flexing your spine there. You're actually stretching something else. So make sure to come up for that stretch, and make sure that you relax. So, like I said, it's 3 sets of 5. It'll look something like this. Back. Focus on that stretch. Straight back. Push through. Straight back. Push through. Some people might remember these for the dive bomber push-ups. They look like this. You come through and then go back. I'm not worried about that that going back through part. Just go under, butt straight back. So, like I said, it's going to be 3 sets of 5 of those. Take your time doing them. Really focus on the stretch. Start to really trying to be aware of your breathing too. If you want to, when you come back, you're going to inhale, and as you're going through, exhale. So that's that. That's Hindu push-ups, 3 sets of 5. The actual workout itself is historically called man makers, but in this new PC world, I also like to call them woman makers for you ladies out there. So these, again, I'm using my kettlebells for this, but you can do the same with dumbbells, whatever. So first thing you're going to do, put them kind of between your legs, feet a little beyond shoulder width apart. Squat down. Remember, when you squat down, don't round your back. Squat down. Keep your back straight, or even exaggerate that curve, that lumbar curve. Squat down. Then you're going to clean it to here, and you're going to squat. When you come up, you're going to do a thruster like we did the other day. Thruster, down. Then you're going to push them on the ground without hitting the chair, hopefully. Come back into a push-up position. Then you're going to do 1 push-up. Then you're going to do renegade rows. Now there's 2 versions of this depending on where you're at physically. You got one version, which is stay in the push-up position, rock up your abs really hard like you're doing a serious plank, and pull one up. Same thing, pull one up. Now that's one version. We'll show it from the side. So I'll do the whole thing just so you get another idea. clean, squat, press, down, on the ground, get back to the push-up position, push, come up, and this is the one I just discussed. Row left, row right, do one more push-up, and recover. That's one. The other version, and you know, admittedly, that's a little difficult, the renegade rows. A little easier version I'll show you is, so same thing. From here to here. Squat, thruster overhead. On the ground, back to the push-up position. One push-up. Now, come to your knees. You just put one knee on the ground, doesn't matter. And row, like that. Swap knees, or both, doesn't matter. And row, like that. Do your second push-up, and stand. So what we're shooting for is 10 of those. Take them slow, don't do it like you're trying to knock them out as fast as possible. Take your time and really focus on quality, you know. Make sure you hit all the points of performance with it. So one more time. Yes. Clean. Squat. Press. Push. Row. Row. Push. Done. One. So, on the row, some things to be cognitive of when you're doing it is the best way that I've heard this put, so I understood it best in my mind, is think of your arm as a hook. This part is doing nothing other than being hooked onto this weight. So, think that from here up is all that you're pulling. And all you're doing is you're pulling that up. This up, right here. Like I said, all this is just dangling freely other than putting a death grip on that weight. So just that elbow. You're just pointing that elbow up. See my arm stay straight like that? Up. Boom. So that's it. One more time. One more time. Clean. Squat. Press. Push. Row. Row. Press. And recover. So that is that. I got on there 10 of those. I wasn't really sure. I went between doing 10 of those and doing 10 minutes of those. So I'll tell you what, I'll leave that to you. If it's tough and it's challenging, do 10 of them. If you're cranking them out really good, set your time for 10 minutes and do that, and keep going an all-out effort. You know, you'll just see what works. Beyond that, I believe it's revisiting the wall sit, which some people were putting up some impressive numbers the other day. To do 3 minutes and 3 sets of one, that's pretty awesome. So that's where we're at today. Any questions? Hit me up. Cool. Wow.